Hey y'all, me and Cameron are here today. My hair looks a little bit different. I went and had it trimmed and I had it toned, so I can't wash it for a couple of days, but it is going to go back lighter. It's just to take some of the brassiness away from the blonde. I hope y'all can hear me well. I'm not sure. So hi to everybody. Now, I wanted to kind of go over the sale a little bit because it was a little bit confusing, I think. Now, for the code Celebrate 10, that is for orders up to $150. So that is orders from like $1 all the way up to $150. The code Celebrate 20 is for orders $151 to $300. And then the code Celebrate 30 is for orders over $300. I know a lot of people wait till we have sales to place orders. We've already received quite a bit. Yes, I am feeling a whole lot better. But I wanted to kind of re-inform y'all of what this sale was all about because, as I said, I never expected, at least not this quickly, to hit 100,000 subscribers. So we have all the prizes, the giveaway going out and all that kind of stuff. So it's been crazy. But I'm glad you've learned so much from me, Diana. I love getting to do these live videos with y'all. I think it's fun because it gives us a little bit of chance to talk back and forth, huh, kiddo? Yeah. So, hi, Susan. Let's see, Kimberly and Linda. Hi from all of y'all. But yeah, no, I'm doing a lot better. As you can see, my medicine is helping quite a bit. I'm still having a little bit of trouble under the lights. Can't film under the lights for long, so it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I've been feeling pretty good. So let's see. Does anybody have any questions about the sale or anything like that? Hi, Lavonda. Let's see, you're from Atlanta. And yeah, next week we will be going to California. We will be in Los Angeles. We're leaving on Friday, so we'll be there from Friday to the Wednesday after. So super fun, super excited about that. Need a little bit of a vacation. We are going to go see Detective Pikachu this weekend. The kids love Pokemon, so we're going to go see that on Saturday. So we'll be doing a Pokemon SVG this week instead of just a normal Disney one. Oh, thank you. I've always wanted to go and visit the UK. Maybe one of these days I will actually go over there. Let's see. Deco Soft is 300 and I do it about 310 degrees because it says 305 to 320 degrees. You'll want to do your first press for about 7 to 8 seconds, and then your second press is only 3 to 4 seconds. Let's see, figure out what equipment you want to do. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of difficult. It depends on what you're wanting to do to be able to kind of figure out what is the best equipment for your budget. Yes, we are going to be doing the Pokemon SVG because, you know, whenever we do stuff, we are going to be a matching family. And we are going to be doing Aladdin 2. So that comes out the weekend after we come back from California. So that'll be that Friday's tutorial. Yeah, so even if you weren't one of the first 50 in store online, the discounts are still really awesome. And especially for my people who live out of the country, getting the discounts is almost like getting free shipping for y'all. I mean, because I know that shipping internationally is so expensive. So for y'all, that helps. Yeah, Caden and Cameron both love Pokemon, and he collects the Pokemon cards, and he just started getting the ones that they use for Detective Pikachu, which are like the realistic looking ones that are kind of cool. But yeah, he collects those. And yes, I am going to be vlogging our trip, because I want y'all to come along with me when we go to Disneyland and when we go to Universal Hollywood. I mean, y'all are part of the family, and I think it's fun for y'all to get to come along and see what we do. And I mean, y'all are there every step of the way with us making the items and all that kind of stuff. And one of the things I'm going to do on my second channel is probably Monday, I will do a packing video to show you what I bring and how I pack, because I am not a light packer. Just kind of show you how I use my space saving ideas, so that way maybe that can help some of you out. I'm glad you were able to get it. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Discounts always help, and every little bit helps save some money.
Good base.
Let's see.
Base.
Okay, so on our website we have the starter kits. We have one for glitter, we have one for regular HTV, we have one for adhesives, plus we also have the mega bundle, which is 25 for HTV. We have 25 glitters and 25 regular HTVs in a mega bundle that can save you some money too. But it kind of just depends on what you're wanting to do. But starting off with like either an adhesive toolkit or an HTV tools kit or one of the bundles to start with is a great place to start off with. Oh, I am a major overpacker. Like, that's part of the reason why I don't like to fly anywhere, is because I'm such an overpacker. Like, when we go back to Disney in September, we're driving, and one of the main reasons is because I like to pack.
He also likes to buy.
At least he's honest. See, my mother-in-law's in the background saying amen. I do. I like to shop. That's part of the reason why I had new makeup, was because, and that's what I was telling mother-in-law. I was like, I just got online to order some sponges, and then I ended up ordering so many other things, because when I'm tired and I don't feel good, I like to buy things. I mean, I like to buy things anyway, but it just makes it a little bit. Let's see. When delivering a t-shirt or other items, was the best way to give it to someone? Well, like, some of the cute ideas you can do is, they have those cellophane bags, and you can buy them for different holidays that they use for like cookies and things like that at Hobby Lobby, and you can normally get them in bulk for pretty cheap. You can take and wrap it in there and then like put a hole punch with your business card tied to it. Something like that is super cute. Okay, so if you're doing it on a canvas tote, I would always go with the lower temperature, and I would apply your glitter first before you apply your Deco Soft, because you can overheat the Deco Soft. Glitter, really not so much. I'm glad you received your t-shirt guide. That is the handiest. That's why I call it my handy dandy t-shirt guide, because it is so. I am going to be doing some longer projects to show y'all on Cameo, Cricut, all that kind of stuff. Typically, when I do a big project, we also have big plotters, which is another name for like the personal cutting machines. So we typically do it on the big machines, and we use like 24-inch, like big rolls of vinyl. But we are going to be doing some tutorials on how to use like the rolls in your silhouette. So we are going to definitely get to that. But yeah, no, I am feeling better. As I said, the biggest problem that I've had lately is, especially in the afternoons, the lights, just even regular lighting kind of bugs me. It gives me a headache. So, okay. So was the plastic that you were using, was it textured? Did you take and wipe it down with alcohol first? And was your transfer tape too sticky? Let's see. Yeah, we are going to be doing some, as I call them, off the mat projects. Well, that's what everybody calls them, not just me, off the mat projects. Are you biting your nails?
Yeah.
Really?
Sorry.
See, as you can see, this is about as real as it can get. Hi from Alabama. Yeah, I'm getting better. It's been a long, slow process. And like, as I said, I started running, like, when I upped my dose of the Cymbalta, I was running fever and stuff like that, and I called my doctor, and they didn't call me back until yesterday. So I continued to take the dose. Now I'm finally not running fever. Okay, so it didn't stick. Did you apply heat? Like, when after you remove the transfer tape, take a hair dryer, and after you squeegee it down and just lightly heat it up, that helps it really adhere. And then don't touch it for at least 24 to 48 hours. That really gives the vinyl a chance to bond with the plastic. Let's see. Hi from Indiana. Let's see. How can I get more people to order shirts? Advertise, advertise, advertise. So you need to show your products. You got to figure out a way to show your products and get people interested in your products. Facebook is great, but Facebook doesn't always show everything. So if you have a Facebook group you can advertise in, look for local, like, for sale sites and things like that's a good way to get your name out there. Yes, you need to get the t-shirt guide, because a lot of times when you look at a shirt and you're looking at it like this, you're like, oh, well, it needs to go closer over here. No, you really have to almost kind of center it right in this area, because you don't want it to be too far over under the arm. Well, the giveaways were for the first 50 people who ordered online and in store. We have vinyl packs, so that is, I think, pretty much done for. All the online stuff already is claimed. I'm not sure if in store is, because it's been really yucky weather, but yeah. And Specialty Materials was great enough to give us a bunch of vinyl, and plus we had a bunch more to give away, so it was kind of fun. Yeah, you can always repress it. Always, always, always. Okay, so for drawings, the Facebook drawings is typically you have to go and comment on a post or comment on a video if it's a YouTube. And then I have an website that I go to that's a random comment picker. You put the URL in and it takes and goes through and edits, like, out the duplicates, and then to tell me who the winner is. Let's see. What's the best way to measure a logo on the shirt? Our handy dandy t-shirt guide. Self-promotion right there at its finest. But yeah, that is my favorite way to do it, because that's the simplest way. Y'all get to go through and figure out. Hi, Debbie. I think you just placed an order with us, like a couple of weeks ago. I could be wrong. But yeah, Puerto Rico. I want to go to Puerto Rico. There's a lot of places I want to go. I'm hoping that I can actually get out there and let's see. I have a 12 by 10 inch heat press. How do I make sure it's even and centered? Same way like when I show you, you just load your shirt on, always neck towards you, and that's the easiest way to measure it out. Really, a lot of times it's just kind of eyeballing it. I mean, the t-shirt guide isn't really inexpensive, and I mean, especially if you're wanting to do this for a business, you have to, and I don't say this to sound mean or anything like that. I hope it doesn't come off like that, but you have to invest in your business. No, you don't need to use stretch HTV on a 4X shirt. You can use regular HTV. There's no reason. I mean, because if they're wearing a 4X t-shirt, just because they're bigger, it doesn't mean they're going to have it stretched out and, like, you know. I mean, a t-shirt's a t-shirt no matter if it's an extra small or a 4XL. Hi from Fresno, California. I've driven through Fresno. My husband was stationed in Lemoore, California when he was in the Navy. So Fresno was about 45 minutes down. I'm glad you ordered one and another weeding pick. The picks are my favorite thing. It makes it so much simpler. Let's see. I'm glad that you love your t-shirt guide. Your pick is not sharp at all. Well, if you'll email us, Angie, we can definitely look at getting that replaced for you, because sometimes that can happen. I'm glad y'all all love your stuff. Central Oregon. Oregon's so far away. That's another place I want to visit, is the Pacific Northwest. It seems like Seattle and all that. I'm my 90s self is going to show, but you know, all the popular grunge bands were from Seattle, so I always wanted to go to the Pacific Northwest. But yeah, I mean, and that's what I try to tell people too, is, and as I said, I don't say it to come off in a mean way or anything like that, but if you're wanting to do this and you're wanting to make a business out of it, you have to be willing to put some money into it. Because, like, for me, I mean, if you see how much equipment and everything that I have, that's a lot of the same things that y'all have. But we also have huge pieces of equipment. And when there's new technology and things like that that come out, we take and invest in it, because it's important to stay on top of the new technologies to help your business to continue to grow. To figure out to charge for products. Okay, so I have a video over this, but you have to figure out what your materials cost, what you are worth an hour, what your overhead is, such as utilities, things like that, before, so that way you can figure out what to charge. Because if you're just charging like double for materials, they're not paying for your time, and it's not worth it to do the job. And Jan, I know you're from West Virginia. I have been to West Virginia. It's pretty cool. Yeah. When I was a kid, been to Alabama too. You've driven through Alabama.
To go to Disney?
Yep, to go to Disney.
That's the only time I've ever been out of state.
Yep, Cameron says the only time he's been out of state is to... Okay, so for the t-shirt guide, if you have a heat press, you order the size for your heat press. So if you have a 16 by 20 inch press, like my press that's sitting back there, I use a 16 inch. Whenever I'm using my Cricut Easy Press, because I use the 15 by 24 inch Steady Betty, I use a 15 inch. So if you have a 12 inch heat press, you order the 12 inch. So it kind of just depends on what you have. 15 is always a good basic length if you don't have a heat press, because a lot of the more inexpensive heat presses are 15 by 15. My husband works in IT, so he fixes computers and does networking and all that kind of stuff. Let's see. No, okay, so to talk about, and this is from a screen printing perspective, and that is where you have to think about your t-shirt designs. So the standard design for a screen printed shirt is 10.5 inches wide. So like on the shirt that I'm wearing right now, this is 10.5 inches wide. So from an extra small all the way up, it's going to be the same size design all the way through. So yeah, no, I always keep it the same for adults, and then kids are a little bit different. From Istanbul, that's pretty cool. I am actually, when we have the ISS show, which is the Imprinted Sportswear show coming up in June, they're doing it in Houston. So I'm going to go to that, and I'm going to look at purchasing a dye sublimation printer. So we'll see. And then if we purchase one, if I can find a good deal, then I will do some tutorials on it. Let's see. I had to print this on the t-shirt guard worked great. Use the press pillow inside the shirt. The seams were so small I was afraid that the press wouldn't go even. Okay, so take and use a Teflon pillow on the inside. That will help keep your seams from messing with it. Hi from Norway. You know, and it's funny. I watch a lot of stuff over Norway. That is another place that I think, like, the school system and everything in the Scandinavian countries is so fascinated to me. Okay, so my Roland VersaCam, we use that for printing our HTV and our Oracal 651. We also have a HP latex printer, and we use that for printing banners and stuff like that, because we also do big bulk stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I typically go to the ISS show in Dallas every year. We didn't go, well, we did go in September. We're probably not going to go this September, but we are going to the ISS show in Houston. Last year we went in Houston and it was kind of small.
I used to have one of those ones are expensive.
Yes, the inks are expensive, but let me tell you, the inks for the big printers aren't near as bad as the ink cost for my direct-to-garment. My direct-to-garment inks are so expensive. The white cartridges for it, and it takes 4 of them. For a set of 2, it's $305 for 2 cartridges, and it goes through them pretty quickly. But yeah, I mean, and unless you're going to use products like that all the time, I mean, like all the time, that is not worth your investment, because I think when we bought a Roland VersaCam, I think it was $45,000. Yeah, something like that. So I'm feeling a whole lot better. But yeah, no, I mean, and that's part of it, is like whenever you're doing stuff like on a big level, like production wise, like we do, because we make big signs, not just the stuff that you see, because we do custom work as well. So we do screen printing, which we do very large jobs for that. So we have the M&R presses and all that kind of stuff. But then we also do big signs, 4x8s, 5x10s. We just did one that was a 4x20, so 4 foot by 20 foot. So it's a big difference versus the smaller stuff. And having the right equipment, though, is a game changer for it. So we are trying to get the vinyl sample books added to the website, so that way you can take and look at them. But even then, sometimes it doesn't always show exactly how everything looks. That's what kind of drives me nuts. Like if you look at the Deco Softs, especially like the Deco Soft prints, you look at them in here and you really can't see how they actually look. Let's see. That's one of the things I'm going to be looking at when I go to the ISS show, is for dye sublimation and seeing like how expensive it is, and how it would work for at-home use, or for still for business use, but a little bit smaller scale. Yes, that's one of the things we are working on. We are trying, and also trying to get the pictures on the website to be accurate. But even if like we make sure that everything matches across the board, it doesn't always show that way. Let's see. Mouse pads typically are HTV because most mouse pads are like this and they're neoprene. So you can heat transfer on that. You can also dye. They have some that you can get that are polyester coated to do dye sublimation on. So just so you know. Let's see. Oh, see, I've always heard that this school system in Norway was amazing. So see, it goes to show you what you know versus what you hear is different than what you actually live. Good. I'm glad to hear that the colors have been very accurate. And that's, as I said, we work on that very consistently to try to make sure, because even what I get, because sometimes we don't actually even get samples like where you actually have a piece of vinyl till I've gotten the vinyl in. And then I'm like, okay, so now I need to figure out how to make this look correct when we post it on the website, because sometimes that's not the easiest thing, especially when you're talking about glitters and stuff like that. But we are working on getting sample stuff together so that way y'all can be able to have and order sample books from us. I have a lot from Action Illustrated. They can be a little bit expensive. They have several different graphic packs that have the books, that have the images, and those are pretty good to be able to pull from to be able to create like your screen print images. Part of the thing is sometimes you want something like a base to be able to pull from, or if someone wants a car or something like that that you can have, that you can easily import in to work with. Let's see, we are from Nederland, Texas, which is in Southeast Texas. We're about an hour and a half outside of Houston. Let's see, from Central Florida. Florida, I love, love, love Florida. Well, I'm glad I'm your best friend. So let's see. I'm glad you like my advice, Ian. It really, really does mean a lot whenever I hear y'all say that. I really, really love to hear that. But I guess I'm fixing to go ahead and cut the video off today. I need to take some more medicine. It is that time of day, and I guess I will see y'all next Tuesday for another live video, and we should have a full-on tutorial tomorrow. So, anyways, I haven't really been able to do CrossFit, or sorry, I'm reading this. I'm trying to keep up with what y'all are saying. I haven't really been able to do CrossFit, and I haven't stuck to keto while I've been sick. My blood sugar and stuff felt like it was off, so I should be able to get back to it. I'm hoping this week we shall see. Anyways, but yeah, I will see y'all soon. And y'all are asking about bulk t-shirts. I typically order direct from the manufacturer. So it kind of just depends on what's available in your area. So anyways, I guess I will see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.